Shocking video footage has surfaced out of Sacramento, California. A crowd of Black Lives Matter thugs attacked an SUV. However, the fed-up driver gives them a rude awakening. According to Blue Lives Matter, crowds of protesters took to the streets on Friday, March 23, 2018, after 22-year-old Stephon Clark was shot and killed by Sacramento police on Sunday, March 18. Clark had recently been released from jail and was being pursued by police after trying to break into the home of an 88-year-old man who lived close to where his grandparents reside. When he was confronted by police in the dark, the officers feared that Clark was holding a gun and shot him dead. Police later found a strip of aluminum and a cinder block Clark had tried to use to break into the victim's home. Clark had reportedly shattered the back sliding glass door at the victim's home, who was later identified as Bill Wong. And of course, following Clark's death, the mainstream media portrayed him as the victim. Clark reportedly left behind 2 children ages 3 and 1. Conveniently, the mainstream media played down the fact that Clark had an extensive criminal history, including 2 felony counts of domestic abuse, robbery, firearm possession, and possession of a controlled substance. In my opinion, Clark's death was a result of the thug lifestyle that he had chosen. He is the only one responsible for leaving 2 young children fatherless. Unfortunately, the Black Lives Matter folks in Sacramento don't see things the same way that I do. They protested during the week following Clark's death, and on Friday, things turned violent. According to ABC News, one incident during the protests sparked outrage after protesters attacked an SUV, leaving the terrified driver with no choice but to hit the accelerator. In the clip, one thug can be seen jumping up onto the hood of the dark SUV as the driver tried to proceed through the crowd. Another protester reportedly smashed the back window of the SUV, and that was all the fed-up victim could handle. Instantly, the SUV is seen speeding past the crowd and out of harm's way. Unfortunately, it was too late to save the back window of the vehicle, which was seen laying shattered in the middle of the street. Just like many other viewers who saw the viral video, I wanted to know why the city of Sacramento didn't allow the police to do their jobs and stop the violent protesters from victimizing innocent people. Is there a purpose behind why city officials would allow such an incident to take place? I think it's very much a case of chaos by design. The liberal militants who run Sacramento along with the mainstream media want to create situations like these, where frustrated and terrified motorists are harassed by violent thugs. The fact that no arrests have been made following the incident is utterly ridiculous. Despite having video footage of the perpetrators and the license plate number of the victim, nothing has been done. Why are the thugs from Black Lives Matter allowed to victimize innocent people and destroy their property without consequence? This doesn't represent a nation of laws, but rather a sickening double standard, where protesters are given a free pass to commit violent acts. In my opinion, the officials in Sacramento are to blame for the toxic environment and should be held accountable. The victim, who was driving the SUV, should be able to sue the city of Sacramento and recover at least whatever the cost was to repair their vehicle. There is no reason to allow protesters to harass and assault innocent members of a community who are simply trying to get to the grocery store or to their jobs. The police in Sacramento could have prevented this incident had they been allowed to engage the protesters.